Well, good morning, everybody. This is another day of our adventure, of our cruise. We will be going into Port, what is it called? Dubrovnik, whatever it is, in Croatia. And we have a tour, of course, to do when we get there. It should be nice, beautiful, and from what I understand, they actually filmed part of the Game of Thrones there. So this is going to be fun to see for us. But first is breakfast. We don't leave till like 10:45, so we have time to get up and go get some breakfast. And then we'll come back down to our room and gather our stuff up and get ready to go. So stay tuned for more adventures from today. Well, we just had a nice little breakfast and we have a couple hours to kill before we get into port. And so we thought we'd come back to the very back pool. I haven't been out here very much on my tour because it's like way in the back of the bus, or back of the ship, not a boat, the ship. And it's also the smoking section, so a lot of people are smoking out here and it really stinks and it's kind of nasty. But anyways, it's kind of nice, so take a look. And we get a chance to see where we've been. Anyways, yeah, we got a little bit of fog around here, and so you can't see very far. We're supposed to be going through a strait pretty soon, I think, before we get into the town to dock. But it's nice, man. The water is so calm. I think the only ripples in this water is what the boat's making. So calm, so smooth. It's beautiful. Should be a beautiful day today. Okay, well, we finally actually got to an area where we can see land, so check this out. I'm not sure exactly where it is. It might be Croatia or it might be something else, Italy on one side. I'm not sure, but it looks pretty. Okay, we've just about reached the port of Dubrovnik is where we're going to. I'm not sure that's what the port is, but that's the city that we're supposed to be coming and visiting. He kind of pulled in and just did a big spin around, so we spun around. I've got pictures with my other camera kind of along the way, but check this out. This is cool. Got a nice little bridge over here, and he's spinning the boat, he being the captain, of course, is spinning the boat around, so we're like going to back in onto this pier. We're supposed to get in about 10 o'clock. It's about 9 now, so he's got about an hour to get his back end in. It takes a while. They're gonna have to go slow on these things. It's a big ship. We'll let you know when we get onto the pier and the port. We're gonna have to meet for our tour first, and then head out in a couple hours. So see you guys soon.
that gate.
Nice.
When Jamie, when he came back to King's Landing, he had his hand cut off. That was filmed there. I remember it was a great day, Saturday morning, lots of ships and groups. We couldn't get into the city. I was staying, waiting. Not only me, lots of my colleagues, the big groups. But I suppose they paid a lot to close the main door.
She was talking that they film Game of Thrones here. Different scenes she's kind of talking about.
Okay. So this is our main street, Stradon or Plaza. Stradon, that name comes from Italian word La Strada, which means the biggest and the largest street in town. And this one it really is. It is almost 300 meters long. And Stradon Street connects two gates, Pila Gate and Old Port, Old Harbor Gate. They put the street into the stone after the big earthquake that I mentioned in the past 17th century. So you can see how shiny is the street. It's not marble. It's limestone that is polished with our shoes. Over there in the front there is one fountain, big Onofrio de la Cava's fountain. It's 15th century and 16 masks. You can try fresh water from there. What's going on up there? We got the rest of those channels. All day long. On those faces there. President of Croatia, or President of government of Croatia, and Mayor of Dubrovnik. So from here you can see how people live in those streets. We just walked the Bay Street, and this is our main square called Luža. Luža, that word we have it there, Luža Square. In the center of this square we have this column of the knight called Orlando, Roland. This column was built by Bonino of Milan in the beginnings of 15th century, 1418. The ground floor was the office of the Republic, courtroom, jails, the mint. They made coins, money, medals inside, and also guns and gunpowder was kept inside. And because of having gunpowder, this palace exploded 2 times in 40 years in the 15th century. Okay, after the second explosion, they found it out that you can't have gunpowder in such a building.
Okay, so we are in Dubrovnik in Croatia, and it's a city surrounded by this wall. And some of the cool things about this, which I really like, is the Game of Thrones. There's a lot of the Game of Thrones that were actually filmed here, and they have a wall walk tour, and it's about $25, 20 euros, or 150 kuna. They only take kuna for that trip, or they can use a credit card, so I'll probably do that. So it's about 25 bucks. They said it's about an hour to an hour and a half walk around the wall, but you'll get a chance to see just a lot of things from the ocean side, as you can see there, all the way around, and also look back into the city, which is fantastic. And actually just walk across the top of the wall. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm putting Mom on the bus because we only had like 20-25 minutes in the city itself. So and she can't really walk very much, of course, as you know. So she's going to be getting on the bus. I want to make sure she gets on the bus, and then I'm going to go take the wall tour. So you're going to be able to come with me on the wall tour and see what I see. So stay tuned for more adventures in Dubrovnik. Okay, I have my ticket for the wall, so I'm going to walk the wall. Stairs are very, very steep. Take a look. It's a one-way only. We have to walk that way, see? It looks to be like some ruins down here, some of the old town. Old. It wasn't rebuilt. As you can see, there's a lot of steps, so you got to be in pretty decent shape to do this tour around the city walls. Lots of steps, lots of climbing, but man, it's beautiful. I love it. There are people that actually live in the city. Our tour guide said that there's a little over 1,000, I think it was 1,500 people that actually live here, and you can see their laundry. Most of the city square is tourist, of course, touristy area, and the people that actually live here, they have to go outside the city for shopping and then come back in. I'm going to take you down some of the side streets. I probably showed some photos by now because I took a lot of photos and some pictures of some of these side streets. Very, very narrow, lots of steps, and you'll see this is where kind of the people live up in here. And we're walking in their backyard, pretty much. Now their windows are kind of level with the wall, so they don't get the view that we do from up here. But it's pretty awesome. And along the way, as you're walking around the wall, there's these little restaurants here that you can stop and get something to eat or something to drink and enjoy this view, which is just fantastic. One of the things you can do here if you're really adventurous is get way down there in the rocks and jump off of them. Whoa. There you go. Not for me, I'm staying on the wall. Okay, I made it over to the other side of the wall. There's a cool little cannon. And I'm getting actually towards the marina side. We're gonna see the marina. There's another gate to get in on this side too. You'll be able to find a lot of handmade beautiful items. See? Needle point. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the marina side. Okay, the goal is to get up to the top of that. Okay, again, there's a lot of nice restaurants down here by the marina. It smells a little fishy, so I bet they have some great seafood here. Maybe I'll try some later. We'll see. They shut the wall down at 6:30 p.m. And it's only 4:30 now, so I got 2 hours to explore still, so we're doing good. I think as long as the time is the same as on my cell phone. Hopefully I got the same time zone, I'm not sure. And as I said earlier, that the Game of Thrones, several pieces of it were filmed here. Right below me is where they did the Walk of Shame. If you remember that, I won't give it away, but check it out. It's a long ways down from here. I don't like looking over the edge. Okay, another thing, keep your ticket handy when you're on the wall, because there's I think 3 or 4 places to get onto the wall, and they're gonna check it every time you walk by it. So I just had to check it before I climbed up these stairs to getting towards the highest part of the wall that I showed you earlier. And I'm climbing, but it's beautiful. You can see behind me. Another thing you can do when you're here is take a tram. That hill behind me, way up there, there's a tram that you can go to the top of that hill, and I bet the views are even more amazing up there. I'm not doing that this time. Okay, almost there to the top. There's some more very steep steps to take, but then I'll be at the very, very top, very highest point of the walls. Okay, this is it. We're at the very, very, very top. The view is spectacular. Wow, what beautiful, beautiful views from up there. I don't think we could have picked a better day. I worked up a little bit of a sweat with this walking, a lot of walking and stairs, so I'm gonna go find myself a beer, a good Croatian beer. Okay, I made it back to where I started from, on the wall, and beautiful. Again, just to recap, a lot of stairs, very steep, so if you're mobility and declined, you're not going to do this one. But if you are able-bodied to walk, it is a beautiful, beautiful walk. Spend some time, look at the views from seaward on to around the city. So now it's time to go back down and explore more of the inner city a bit more with a little more time, some of the shops, and go find a nice cold beer. Okay, down here is, from what I was told by my tour group agent person, that this is the one of the oldest pharmacies in the world, and they still do pharmacy stuff. So let's see if we can get in and take a look at it. This has no cameras, so I don't know if I can take pictures of this museum. Let's take a look. It's called Pharmacy. This has no pictures in there, so I can't do that. Okay, that was a nice little museum in there. They had some of the old original pharmacy stuff and also some of their church things. And again, they want no photos, so I respect that. And don't take pictures, but I can do it out here. Okay, I'm down their main street, and there's a lot of places where you can exchange money to their, what do they call it? Kuna. Their kuna. I had to think about that for a second. And a lot of these shops, they do not take American money. Some will take euros. Most all will take credit cards for anywhere. So you can exchange money if you want. This is the only stop that will carry that kuna, so I'm going to try not to exchange money because I don't want to have to do that and deal with that. So I'm going to, now they say that buying a beer or anything on this main street is the most expensive to go down some of the side streets, so I might do that. But I'll take a walk down and see what else I can see at a more leisure pace than the first time. Here's one of those really, really cool streets that goes up. Big steps all the way up, and people actually live up in there. Very, very close, very narrow streets, but it's really pretty. There's little restaurants and bars tucked way back in there. Okay, I found a place for a beer. They serve it all over the place. A lot of restaurants, down these little alleys. I went down like the very furthest little alley I can find, and I'm in this nice little place here. We have pizzas and beers. What kind do we got today? What is this? You mind to be on camera?
Yes.
It's okay? Okay, so what do we have?
Pan, that's the best Croatian, my favorite.
There you go. His favorite. I'm going by his word on this. And they do take euros here, which is good because I didn't exchange any money. So we're going to give this a shot. All right, this stuff is actually really good. Pen. Croatian beer. Wow, it's such a beautiful evening, having a nice cold beer. People here are very nice. They speak pretty good English. It's just, you can't beat this. Living the life. Oh, and my friend's from Bosnia.
Hello, how are you?
Your name again?
Andre.
Andre, there you go. You're going to be on my YouTube channel, Andre.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, well, I had a fantastic meal. I had some beers and had some bread with cheese and bruschetta, ham. What do you call it? Just, what did I have?
Brisket.
Brisket, yes, it was wonderful. And a nice coffee, and this is great. I mean, you can't beat the view, the people. It's been fantastic. So now as the sun goes down, our tour guide said that the city lights come on, and it's like a whole nother view of the city when the sun goes down. I missed the sunset, but I'd have to climb the walls, I think, climb back over the walls to go see the sunset. They say it's wonderful here as well. But I missed that, but I'm going to go walk around the town again where I was before and take some pictures with the lights because it's supposed to be just beautiful for that. So stay tuned for those. Okay, now I'm walking the streets in the evening time. They have some of the lights on, but not a lot. It's starting to get dark a little bit. Take a look. Still a lot of people walking around, a lot of tourists, a lot of restaurants and stores. Dubrovnik, Croatia, beautiful, beautiful place. But I think it's time for me to get back on the bus to get back to the boat so I can be back and catch a show. I think is at 9. I don't know if I'm going to catch the show or not. But anyways, it's time to leave this beautiful little city and head back to the boat, to the ship, sorry, the ship. Okay, looks like they just turned the lights on. So a little different view, different perspective. Nice. Wow, what a totally awesome day that was in Dubrovnik. And I got back to the room and on the ship just in time to change, and I gotta run right now down to the show because it starts at 8:30, and I've got about 5 to 10 minutes to get down there, and they start on time. And I don't know what the show is, but it's not one we've seen before, so I will tell you about it later. See you soon. So born to see the blues, all the road that never ends, it goes on and on and on and on. All right, everybody, we had a great day today, as you saw with the walk around the wall and the beer and snacks that I had at the pizza place. I got back just in time to see the show. Now the show, it was a two-person act, and they were kind of like a circus acrobat kind of thing. Some of the things they did were pretty cool. Some of it was kind of boring. If I'm being honest with you, we've seen better shows. They did a lot of dancing around. The woman was very flexible, and it was a lot of nonsense until they actually did something. When they actually performed something, they were pretty good. But anyways, and then I kicked around and went to see a little bit of music or whatever. But it's time for bed because we're gonna get up early in the morning because we're going to, where is it? Kotor. Is that still in
Montenegro?
Oh, Montenegro. That's where we're going. That's tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's port. We have to tender in, meaning the ship stays out in the sea a little bit, and we take those little lifeboat kind of things in like we did before. If you look back a couple of episodes a couple days ago, you'll see that. And that was it. But anyways, a beautiful, beautiful day, and thanks for watching today's episode, today's show. If you get out here, you got to come see the old town. It was so wonderful, beautiful. So, have a good night, everybody. See you in the morning. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.